Okay, here we go. We finally made it. We finally made it to the end. Jokerless. So it's a little bit obvious, I guess, to say that this format, this challenge subverts the whole game, right? Obviously, we want to use jokers to get bonuses. So without having jokers, we need to get all our bonuses from Arcana cards and from Tarot cards and Celestial cards. Now, this challenge, no word of a lie, took me 4 hours. I was very sad that it took me 4 hours, but we succeeded. So, spoiler alert, we win this run. So let's just strap in and watch out what happened. So because it took me so long, I ended up doing some of the runs offline. That's why there's no in-game commentary for this one. We'll just have to do some post-processing. And we just screamed through the first few rounds here, just getting some easy flushes. I like that we opened with a few errors. We were clearly pretty frustrated in that first round. You know, we're given a straight, we don't bother playing it. Very odd, but as I said, we really want to be pushing on Arcana cards pretty heavily. There's an Empress in the shop here, so good chance that we take that as well. We do love clubs, and a lot of the runs that we've won... Oh, it's a Temperance, I beg your pardon. A lot of the runs that we've won with clubs. We like clubs. I think clubs are our favourite suit. So, going to discard down to some diamonds. Discard. And we get there finally. Psychic, certainly one of the least troublesome bosses. One of the most innocuous, we might say. A little bit of a straight. Over the line and into the shop. There's a couple of decisions we make later on that are highly questionable. Highly questionable. But free tarot cards, definitely nothing to be sneezed at. Anytime we can get a repeatable effect, it's going to be worthwhile, especially given that we're playing in the pre-patch environment too, so we need to remember that we get, unfortunately, there are a number of cards that are left in. They took them out eventually in the patch, but things like Temperance, for example, things like Wraith and other spectral cards and tarot cards that interact with jokers or create jokers are still in this challenge at this point. So that makes it additionally difficult. I imagine that Jokerless is substantially easier now after the patch. And obviously, substantially easier isn't that much easier. I like that little note there, decision time 2 minutes. We agonized over taking that Ankh for literally 2 minutes. Just trying to weigh up the pros and cons of going backwards, having a few more rounds to improve the deck. Get a few more things like Empress and what have you. Get a few more club cards. This is pretty good for us with the steel Ace of Clubs. I think we also make a few errors putting the steel cards on clubs. Like as we progress and we continue to make more clubs, I think it's depending on our hand size, obviously, because we want to keep a utility card in hand reduces the number of active cards we can have in hand. So I'm not entirely sure that choosing clubs is the right move, but happy to be told otherwise. Happy to be told I'm wrong. I often am. And here we go once again. We got a nice dumb flush deck coming together. Me no thinky, just play the cards with the same symbols on them. Keep it nice and easy for everybody. Take the Hermit, don't use it, which is kind of cool, I think. So that rather than just getting the $10 and buying the voucher straight away, we hopefully get a little bit of extra money, milk the Hermit for a few more dollars. And it's going to be little micro moves like that that really make the difference in the long term. Right, so we can Hermit here now and get $12 rather than $5, and that makes the Telescope even easier to buy. Telescope I also think is fundamental to winning this challenge. Like, not just getting telescope, but then also following it up with extra... Yeah, see, I made a note here as well. I'm not sure about steel clubs. I'm not sure it's the right move. And I think we see later on that I do change my mind about it. Interesting that we discard a bunch of spades there as well. As we dig, looking for our favourite flowery symbols. Also interesting that Thunk, local Thunk, didn't choose the standard 4-colour deck with clubs being green and diamonds being blue. But I guess that's just a stylistic choice on his part. I think Empress is a definite take here. We need those bonuses on the cards, given that we're not getting them out of any of the chokers and things. So got lucky with a Jupiter as well. Take that Arcana. Go on. You know you want to. Yeah, I think taking that Arcana is pretty important. But obviously, spoiler alert, things do work out for us, so it's not the worst thing in the world by any stretch. Star is very boring for a deck that wants to be clubs. But let's put the bonuses on and go to town. Steel Ace of Clubs doing some work again. And we're pretty comfortable at this stage. Heading into the 4th round, heading into the mid-game as it were. Jupiter's an easy buy here. Spectral packs, I mean, I always take them. I know that I overrate them, but it's hard not to take them. They're just so splashy. Got to get the gamble on, right? So, Jupiter up another level. It feels so weird to have no jokers, but it's just the way things are. Where are all the clubs? Oh, hello. How you doing? And once again, a nice easy round, max money. Back to the shop. Late stage capitalism. Buy all the things. Level 7 flush as well. Can we get lucky here with another one? Push the button. We do get lucky with another one. Level 8 flush. It's all shaping up now. Got a little bit of money as well, so we like that. We're making a bit of interest every round. Another, major consideration with this challenge is having no economy to speak of. No jokers that are providing ongoing income. Really hurts. But we seem to be doing okay so far. Will we just steamroller this one? Well, you'll have to wait and see. I think it actually gets a bit touch and go about 2/3 of the way through, so just you wait and see. Why are we putting a Hierophant on an Ace of Hearts there? I've got to wonder. I guess there were no other good choices. See, Ace of Hearts immediately in the bin. No love for that one. I feel like we probably should use the Justice here. Get a glass card. Even if we use it on the 4, it frees up the possibility of getting another glass card down the line. And I think that's pretty relevant. And maybe putting the steel on the clubs is right, simply because of situations like that where we've kept one back, and if it was on, let's say, a 6 of Hearts or something, then it's not going to have that dual usefulness. It's not going to serve 2 roles. So absolutely prepared to discover that that's wrong. Given that we're on flush here, I think we probably could play that Hearts flush just for extra points. Like, we don't have to play a clubs flush every time. Even though we clearly can. Oh yeah, and it's pre-patch Magician, so we only get 1 lucky card. Just extra hard mode, right? We're playing the hardest challenge and playing it on extra hard. Really doesn't seem fair. Little cheeky full house. Get us over the line. How's your father? Spectral pack. Let's gamble. Immolate. Always immolate. God, I love immolate. Can't complain about immolate. But yeah, Cryptid the Queen of Clubs. Oh, we had a bit of a crash edit there, I beg your pardon. Get rid of some trash cards. Very reasonable. More what? The self-control. Didn't take another spectral pack. Love to see it. Okay, let's get clubby with it. Almost made it. One more club. There we go. Clubs for everybody. You get clubs. You get clubs. Lucky card doesn't go off, so we'll have to go round again. Don't play that full house there. Just digging desperately for more clubs. And we'll use a glass card, no doubt. Oh, maybe not. Thought about it, didn't do it. Again, I think that's wrong. I think we should use the glass card. For the same reasons I said earlier. Improves our chances of getting more glass cards later. So like blank there as well. Like another voucher taking up space that's just making the challenge more difficult than it needs to be. I'm glad they've taken all of those out now. Could have played that straight. I guess it's not going to be worth any points now. We're up to the sticky bit where, unfortunately, without the bonuses. Oh, what are we thinking about here? Oh, we're avoiding playing a flush house because a flush house is worse. Yes, I'm in danger. We've played 2 flushes now. We're almost over the line. Discard all of these. I'm not sure I agree with that discard either, but looks like we're desperately trying to find a few more clubs, and we get incredibly lucky. Fool on Jupiter, and a nice lucky last minute. Oh, there we go. Finally taking my own advice. Using the glass card. And smashing the necessary score. So, dangerous. We used up all our resources then. All our discards, all our hands. Certainly felt a little bit seat of the pants there. But from memory, I think that was the closest we got to failure on this run. Whoa, bop, bop, don't do it. That's it, get away from there. Piffing 4 spades to find 4 clubs. Sure, why not? Just play them, there we go. Play the glass card. Use the resources you've got. Why be uncomfortable? Why not just win? See? Easy game. Get the watered down magician as well. We've got the telescope in action, so not lucky at all. Some more bonuses, on-card bonuses. Take that magician, I think. I think that's reasonable to take the magician. Only $3. Play the flush. Win the round. So, you've won the heart of the princess. What are you going to do now? Your line is, I'm going to free the genie. Genie, I can't. Oh, you've lied to everybody else. Starting to feel left out. There we go. Sell all that junk. Alright. You missed, you whiffed. You just have to keep going. Battle. No repeat hand types this round. The eye has tripped me up so many times. when I've discarded a bunch and then had to play like a high card. No, not the eye. Is it the mouth? The one that... Why didn't we play that flush? It makes no sense to me. Oh, I think it's because we're going for one big flush. I think we've made a mistake and not realised that this is not the mouth. This is the one where we're allowed to... Wait, no, I'm backwards. We're going for one big flush here. 2, 3, 4. Oh, nearly played a 4-card flush. That would have been a disaster. Okay. Lots and lots of points. But again, not very comfortable. And obviously we've been playing for 4 hours. And we're... The idea that we might get close again. We've got to ante-7 a couple of times. And it was just painful to lose, to get that far into the challenge and start to feel like maybe we're going to make it. But then just press the button. What are you waiting for? Just heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. Well, you know the drill by now. We're just going to discard a bunch. We're going to find some clubs. We're going to lay them down. And we're going to accept the points we get for them. 200 shy. Let's play that pair of 9s. You'll be fine. It doesn't have to be a flush every time. There we go. Full house. Easy. Just yelling at my past self. Yelling at my past self saying, get on with it. What are you doing? Alrighty. See, telescope. Absolutely crucial. You want to pick your theme and just go for it. I've been doing some of them, trying to get gold stake on all of the decks as well. So rude to leave that in. Yeah, right? So not only the vouchers and things, but even the tags make the game more difficult. Make the challenge more difficult. Just rude. That's what we're looking for. More points. Almost there. You can almost feel it. Get that Jupiter into you. And at this stage we've done the hard work. We've got the good foundation. The deck's looking nice and solid. Face cards are drawn face down. But that's okay. Probably sort by suit here, trying to figure out where the clubs are. So those to the right hand side are not clubs. They're diamonds. Those two. Yep, so get rid of those as well. Took us a minute to figure it out, but that's okay. And then we've got one more discard where we can get rid of some more non-clubs. Everything east of the... East? Everything west of that 9. Now from memory, I think we go for this and we miss. And we're sad about it. Oh no, we got lucky. No jokers. It's really, really, really just so rude. We'll be interested to see what our plan is for that strength card. These could be hearts or spades, but they're not. And once again, we get a little bit lucky. So that's, I mean, that's the thing too with this challenge, right? You have to not only have a really good setup, get lucky really early, you need to continue to get lucky and just string together the God run. So you get on your knees, you pray to RNGesus, and you just hope for the very best. vouchers are so important. If you can get the extra discards or the pallet or the grabber, use the glass card, you doofus. Oh, I guess you didn't get it. Alright, maybe you did the maths past me. I doubt past me did the maths. I feel like past me just runs by the seat of their pants. We've got the observatory as well, so this is actually a pretty massive bonus to be able to get the Jupiter up there. An extra chariot, certainly worthwhile. I'm actually going to change my mind about that. I think it is correct. Maybe not in this specific instance where we could play the chariot on the 6 of spades and get extra uses out of it, but yeah, I'm not convinced that making the cards play double duty isn't correct. And we get scenarios like this too where it all just really, really works out for us. But again, happy to hear your thoughts about putting the steel cards on the suit that you want to keep. Getting this moon seems fantastic. Take it. Why isn't she knocking? Do you think she knows? Does she know how to knock? Moon. And then what are we copying? The 9 or the king? Fair enough. Much of a muchness, really. Actually, with the multipliers, the king's actually really obvious. Don't take the queen. Look at this beautiful hand. Interesting we don't play the 9 there. With the extra 30 chips, it's probably just better than the king. We almost make it in one hand, but we're going to need to play a second one. And we've still got it sorted by suit, which is a little bit unnerving. Certainly not the way I usually play. And I find it's always frustrating when you've left it on sort by suit and then you get an Arcana card and the cards aren't organized by rank. Like, what's that about? Look at us not take the spectral pack. Stay strong. Don't do it. To level 21 now with the flush. Oh. We almost got away. And look at that. 2 blanks. So rude. Create a copy of a Joker that you can't even have. I don't think the challenge gets too much easier by getting rid of them, but one thing that's also true in the pre-patch environment is that we had no visibility on what our end boss was going to be until we start this ante. So right, until you turn the corner and come into the lane, you can't see that it's going to be Violet Vessel last. So we've been agonizing over taking the prehistoric painting, whatever that thing's called. And now that we see that it's Violet Vessel, going backwards is probably really, really relevant. Get all those multipliers. See, now I do want to now I want to death the Queen of Clubs instead of the Chariot. And I think that's probably right too. Getting more clubs, especially with bonuses on them, is just the way to go, as opposed to a random Chariot. Please sort it by rank. This is doing my head in, having them sorted by suit. Oh, so many steel cards. Will we get more clubs? That's it, just play them all. It's alright. Couldn't hurt. Still worth a bunch of points. Still nice and safe. Okay, so now we've got the money. So we take a look at our blinds. We've got Violet Vessel coming up. 300,000 is a lot. And we do it. We take the cave painting, the petroglyph, there you go. And that brings them down to 210, which is still going to be tough, but obviously you know the outcome of this run already, so just sell the Justice and buy the Moon. Oh, this could be interesting actually. You can use the Jupiter now and then use the Fool to get another Jupiter. I wonder if we do that. Not feeling good about this at all. Do we figure it out? We can go Jupiter. No, we don't figure it out. Use the Jupiter. Interesting. We use it and we get an Emperor. That's, yeah, absolutely not right. Oh well, that's okay. Again, all of these micro mistakes will sometimes, well, will very often in fact, add up to really, really bite you in the butt. But somehow, Lady Luck treats us with a bit more respect here. And us praying desperately at her altar has resulted in a little bit of luck. We do lose a glass card, but on a scale of 1 to awful, not too bad. We've defeated the Violet Vessel and we get to move on. I think even when I was editing, I didn't realize that we could have done that trick with the Fool, where use the Jupiter, and then this is fantastic. This is the moment where we think that we might actually win. One Joker is disabled every round. And you can disable all of them, frankly. I do not mind. This is our... I think we did a little bit of a happy dance once we saw the Crimson Chalice, whatever it's called there. Because really, the end is in sight. It's ours to lose now. So hopefully we just click all the right buttons, get over the line, and take it home. The Crimson Heart. There you go. Be still, my Crimson Heart. We've got an Empress up our sleeve. Five clubs. We don't even Empress at 3. Like, how greedy are we being here exactly? Feeling so confident that we're not even maximizing our plays. Or maybe we just knew that we could get more value from the Empress. Put it on actually 2 cards rather than wasting it on 1. Let's say that that's the truth. Let's say that we knew what we were doing. We had a plan all along. Doubt. Doubt, doubt, doubt. More steel? For real. Here we go. Cross your fingers, cross your toes. 1 random Joker disabled every hand. Oh no, whatever shall we do? Here I feel like we could probably use a steel card on the Jack. Just get a little bit more safety. but it does look pretty on an ace of diamonds. So again, let's pretend we know what we're doing. Put the glass card on the 7, stack them up, rack them up, knock them down, take a deep breath, hit play hand. GG's, we got there, achievement unlocked. Such a relief, even just watching it again. Thanks for watching, you've been great.